I don't want to miss the chance of interpellating my boss, the Senate President.
Host,
The Senate
totoo ba yan, Senator Bato? So, let's go. Panoorin natin, pero pa-subscribe muna mga Katulfology 101.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. I'd gladly answer any question of our dear distinguished, my compadre and distinguished chairman of the Committee on Public Order and Security. My boss, my compadre.
Thank you, Mr. President. I don't want to miss the chance of interpellating my boss, the Senate President and the Senate President pro tempore.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. I'd gladly answer any question of our dear distinguished, my compadre and distinguished chairman of the Committee on Public Order and Security. And as I would like to remind our colleagues, in my speech when I was elected as Senate President, I said that I will be with you in the trenches.
Yes.
I am here now, sir, with you in the trenches.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, sir.
But for the record, Mr. President, before I start my interpellation, just would like to put in record that wherever the Senate President goes, I go.
Thank you, sir.
So whatever your stand,
Mr. President.
as far as RCEP is concerned, I am with you, Mr. President.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. Thank you to our distinguished colleague.
But the purpose of this interpellation, Mr. President, is just para mabigyan ng kunting linaw or mabigyan ng malaking kalinawan yung mga agam-agam ng ating mga kababayan patungkol ito sa RCEP, Mr. President, lalong-lalo na yung mga nag-oppose. Kaya here I am asking these questions, if I may, Mr. President.
Mr. President, willingly, I'd love to answer my fellow Mindanaoan on these issues and clarify these issues.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, last Congress, during the deliberation of this August body on the concurrence of the Senate on the ratification of RCEP, I asked how our government prepared our agricultural sector before the full application of the provision of RCEP agreement. May we know, for the record, what are the additional efforts made by the government to fully prepare our farmers before the implementation of the RCEP? I think some of these questions were partially or fully answered during our deliberations, Mr. President. But for the record,
Yes,
Mr.
opo,
President,
opo, I would
para
be
maliwanagan lang
willing
yung
to
ating mga kababayan,
Opo. Opo.
ano po yung mga additional efforts na ginawa ng gobyerno natin para maihanda ang ating mga magsasaka bago ma-implement itong RCEP?
Actually po, sa totoo lang, at alam ng marami ito, alam din po ni Senator Coco ito when he was discussing this. After the elections of 2022, there was a request of then President-elect Bongbong Marcos to study it kung ano talagang impact sa ating mga magsasaka. Kaya yung last 2 weeks hindi na natin na ipasa ito dahil gusto po ng incoming administration bigyan pansin din ang problema ng sektor ng agrikultura. And after which, he decided to become the secretary to feel the problems talaga. Nakita niya kung gaano kalaki, ang daming problema ng sektor ng agrikultura. Kaya binanner po, may mga banner programs ang nilagay dahil ito po hinihiling niya. This is a priority. Every time I see, he says to me, Mr. Senate President, what happened to our RCEP treaty agreement? So, syempre, nahiya na rin po ako sa kanya. But I always tell him, boss, ano bang coming from your own beloved sister, ano ba yung mga gagawin natin, hakbang, para matulungan natin ang mga magsasaka? And so they submitted to me, and that's why Senior Undersecretary Panganiban is here. and they submitted to me their banner programs like the National Rice Program. Ito po ay para palakihin, palaguin at pagandahin ang ating rice production. Alam naman po natin, nagkaroon po tayo ng rice tarification law. And under the rice tarification law, yung income sa imported rice, dahil may tariff po yan, ay babalik po natin sa mga magsasaka. That is a law that was authored by our dear colleague Senator Cynthia Villar. And I think we've had already, according to the list here, 2022, 1.7 million, to be exact, 1,733,957 individuals and 3,899 groups were the beneficiaries nitong National Rice Program. Yung budget nito for 2023 is 30 billion and target beneficiaries is 3.6 million na rice farmers, individuals. So, yan, malaking tulong po sa kanila yan kasi magbibigay po pondo ito para sa binhi, high quality seeds, mga discount vouchers for fertilizer, procurement of equipment, and meron pang mga small-scale irrigation projects. Isa po yan. Dito po tayo sa mais, National Corn Program. Kasama po dito yung kanilang paglakas po ng industriya ng mais, kasaba, sorghum, soybean industry. Sa atin sa Mindanao, maraming kasaba, mais at kasaba. So kasama po yan. And soybean, we also have a bit of soybean. So it's to develop these industries and to be utilized for livestock, poultry, and food industries. Provisions for seeds, fertilizers, biofertilizers, fuel subsidies, provision for post-harvest machinery, and facilities for FCAs. Ang beneficiaries in 2022 is 111,678 individuals and 764 groups. Meron po silang budget of 5 billion sa 2023 na ilinagay po natin through our chairperson, Senator Villar. With target beneficiaries of, imagine, almost quadrupled. It was from 111,000 in 2022. They're going to plan to give to 452,000 individuals. So times 4 ang beneficiaries nitong programang ito with 1,252 groups. Meron din pong National High Value Crops Development Program. Pangatlo, this is to help attain food security, poverty reduction, and sustainable growth. Ito po yung mga high value crops. Mangga, banana, pineapple, coffee, cacao, yung tsokolate ni Ma'am, onions, lowland vegetables, and highland vegetables. And it will include programs on production, procurement of seeds and planting materials, provision of farm production equipment and machineries, rehab and maintenance ng production facilities such as greenhouse, nurseries, rain shelter, and conducting of training and training-related activities and technology. Marami po ito. May mga training and enhancement through the DAR, DA-BAR, and Bureau of Aquatic Resources, BAR, Bureau of Aquatic Resources, Agrarian Reform, huh? BAR, BAR. Okay, Fisheries Aquatic Resources. And now, the beneficiaries in 2022 was 11,000, maliit lang, 11,456 individuals with 9,700 groups. In 2023, that's 1.8 billion budget. They were trying to target 12,828 individuals and 8,655 groups. Itong National Livestock Program, marami sa mga oppositors. Your Honor, Mr. President, my dear colleague, were, of course, from the livestock, swine, tsaka poultry producers. We have a program for them, banner program po ito ng Pangulo, and this will be major interventions under the NLP, the National Livestock Program, include the following: Integrated National Swine Production Initiatives for Recovery and Expansion. Ito po yung mga natamaan ng ASF. Marami sa ating mga kababayan natamaan ng ASF, Mr. President, and they could not recover because talagang namatay lahat ng baboy nila. Kung hindi namatay, pinatay dahil sa delikadong ma-expose ang ibang baboy. National Animal Genetic Resource Improvement Program, development, maintenance, and upgrading of government nucleus and multiplier farms, animal health services, livestock and poultry training programs, support to biotechnology, animal health, feed resource development, livestock economic enterprise development. So in 2022, the number of people that were assisted are bigger than 2023. In 2022, 65,400 individuals were helped. In 2022, with 4.5 billion allocation, the target beneficiaries are 23,682. Bakit kaya lumit ito? And I will ask the DA Undersecretary later. We also have a National Fisheries Program under the BFAR. Meron din po tayong National Organic Agriculture Program. So, lahat po ito may pondo, Your Honors. And dyan po na yun tayo tututok. Palawakin ko siguro yung membership ng ating special committee para talaga matutukan natin maayos ang problema ito, especially with the agriculture sector.
We appreciate it if you click the like, share, and subscribe buttons.